Lao Tzu, who lived approximately from 571 BC to 470 BC and reached the age of 101, was an ancient Chinese thinker, philosopher, and founder as well as main representative of the Taoist school of thought. In politics, he advocated for governing by non-interference and teaching without words. In strategy and power, he emphasized the principle that extremes reverse themselves. In personal cultivation, he stressed the values of humility, simplicity, and non-contention. Lao Tzu was about to leave his homeland to travel the world. A border guard persuaded him to stay and asked him to leave behind a book. Lao Tzu agreed, stayed for a few days, and wrote the classic Tao Te Ching. Then he rode off on a blue ox, and legend says he later lived in seclusion on Mount Lao Tzu. The Tao Te Ching is considered one of the three most influential philosophical classics in Chinese history. It is divided into two parts, the Tao Way and the Te Virtue. Without reading this book, one cannot truly understand Chinese culture or grasp the essence of life. The Tao Te Ching is second only to the Bible as the most widely translated work in foreign languages. Everyone in China knows Lao Tzu and has been deeply influenced by him, but very few truly understand his teachings. I will explain more in English so you can gain a deeper insight, perhaps even more than most native Chinese speakers. Let me tell you a story. A long time ago, a wise old man saw something deeper than what met the eye. He called it the Tao. The Tao that can be explained isn't the true Tao. And any name we give it, just a label, not the real thing. Human cognition is limited, and we should recognize the limitations of our understanding. To remain silent about the essence of all things is the greatest form of respect. In the beginning, heaven and earth are nameless. When named, all things become known. So we should be free from desires in order to understand the internal mystery of the divine law. And we should have desires in order to observe its external manifestations. The best people are like water. Water gives life to everything, to trees, to animals, to people, and it never asks for anything in return. It doesn't fight and boast. It simply flows quietly, gently, finding its way to the lowest places, the valleys, the cracks, the spaces others avoid. And in doing so, it becomes one with the Tao. So if you want to be strong, don't try to rise above everyone. Be like water, humble, helpful, unstoppable. Because we have a self we try to protect, a self we worry about losing, a self we think defines us. But what if we stopped clinging to that self? What if we saw it as just a passing form, not who we truly are? Then what would there be to fear? No pride to wound, no image to defend. No ego to shatter, just peace, just the flow of life, just the Tao. When you lack something, you feel its value. When you have too much, you lose your way. Think of when we face information overload today. The world is like a sacred vessel. It's not for us to control. If we try to shape it, we only ruin it. If we try to hold on to it, we lose it. Where there are armies, thorns and brambles take root. When you raise a great force, a year of hardship follows. He who understands others is learned. He who understands himself is wise. He who is content is truly rich. He who leaves a legacy of power lives forever. All things come from being, and being comes from non-being. Disaster paves the road to fortune, and fortune hides the seeds of disaster. What looks bad may lead to good. What seems good may carry hidden trouble. That's the rhythm of the Tao. A journey of 1,000 miles begins beneath your feet. Big things always begin small. What matters is taking that first step. Heaven's net is vast and wide. Its mesh may seem loose, but nothing ever slips through. Justice may be slow, but it is sure. The Tao misses nothing. Success is as dangerous as failure. Hope is as hollow as fear. As he contends for nothing, none in the world could contend with him. The key to growth is the introduction of higher dimensions of consciousness into our awareness. Man follows the earth follows the heaven follows the Tao follows nature. To give birth to all things but not to take possession of them, to raise them but not to vaunt this as its merit, and to be their sovereign but not to control them. These are called the profounda. Western religions all have a personalized source or God that helps, rules, and controls the world. In contrast, Lao Tzu believed that the source is non-being, non-ruling, and non-relying.